Boruto Blue Vortex shows us that Kashin Koji's identity has been revealed to Shikamaru, Amado, Kawaki, Ada, and I guess if you want to count Boruto, that's fine. But essentially, the other ones have kind of deduced it, or Ada saw it through her Senragon, Shikamaru figured it out, and then Amado saw it through Kawaki, and Kawaki saw the toad, so they all have an idea that Kashin Koji is still alive. But none of them, but Amado and Kawaki haven't actually, quote unquote, confirmed it, so it's still kind of up in the air for them. But my point is that with all of these people knowing, I'm kind of wondering who's going to be the whistleblower, who's going to basically blow Kashin Koji's identity. It's not going to be Boruto. He could have revealed his identity, but he didn't. He's got a tight lip on him. It's to help save the future. It's not going to be Amado because he's kind of stuck in the lab. He can't really say anything. And even if he could, like, tell anybody, it wouldn't really be that crazy of a... I mean, it's not like he's going to tell the Shinju or he's going to tell Jura, right? Like, he would have to be around them to, like... Basically, Amado would have to interact with them in order to reveal anything. And even then, it's no big deal. Shikamaru... And I don't really see him as somebody who would reveal anything. And that only leaves... Well, Ada won't reveal it either. Because she's a part of like the Singularity of Fate group. So she's out of the picture as well. Which means the only person left who could possibly blow Kashin Koji's cover to the Shinju, to Jura himself really, is Kawaki. Kawaki is the only person who has like no alliance to Kashin Koji, doesn't care about what he sees or what his Shinjutsu is. He would have to first know that Kashin Koji is alive and that he can see into the future and stuff like that with prescience in order for him to get on board. And even if he was on board, he would still tell on Kashin Koji just because he doesn't really care all that much. It's all a game right now, you know. Kawaki is playing on his own team. He doesn't really serve anybody else's purpose. He's not really cooperating with... I mean, he kind of was, but he isn't. He wasn't really cooperating with the Hidden Leaf Village. He's not really cooperating with Boruto out of, like, willingness. He's doing it because there's other threats out there, and if they weren't around, he would go after Boruto instead. And then he doesn't really care about what Kashin Koji's plans are. So the only logical person who could reveal Kashin Koji's identity to the enemy is Kawaki. It has to be. And that makes him a problem. It makes him a problem, and I don't know if Kashin Koji has caught on just yet. It's definitely possible that he saw Kawaki destroy that frog, that toad, and has already assumed that he is alive. And because, you know, Amado can see through it, then they all know. It's basically that thread. It's like Kawaki knows, so Amado knows, and they both think that Kashin Koji, or they both know or have the idea that Kashin Koji is still alive, and he's the one helping Boruto out. Now, on the other side, they don't know why he's helping it or how he knows everything, so the Shinjutsu secrets are still between Ada and Boruto, but the actual identity issue, that is something that multiple people know, and I don't know how it would come up in conversation with the Shinju or with Jura, but I guess it would be more than likely that Kawaki would somehow or another reveal Kashin Koji's identity to them. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that would mean or what that would really tell us about Kawaki's character or what it would tell us about what Kashin Koji is basically going to go through. But with his identity revealed and everybody knowing it, I don't know, there wouldn't be a need to hide anymore, would there? I guess, not as much. I guess it would kind of just bring Kashin Koji into the fight, as opposed to being outside of it, which is fine, but I kind of like the idea of Kashin Koji being in the shadows and Boruto being like the front man or the action man or the one on the front lines, I guess. But we'll have to see in the next chapter. There's no telling if even Kawaki would show up to face Jura and have an identity to reveal. So we still have to wait for that. We still have to hold on until, you know, basically Kawaki joins in the story now. Until Kawaki joins in the mission or helps Boruto out, whatever he needs. But I do feel like Kawaki's going to be the one to at least get his identity out there in the open. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anybody else that would or could do that except him. And it all depends. It all depends on the scenario, or I guess the timing. I guess now wouldn't be the time for him to reveal it, but should something happen later on down the line that Kawaki maybe doesn't like, then we'll see. But until then, and I Kawaki kind of, I'm not going to say likes Kashin Koji, but because of Kashin Koji, Kawaki was able to escape and be free, so there's something there, right? I don't know, but we'll have to see. Until then, chapter 23, until chapter 23 comes out, we're not gonna know what the next step is, what's going to happen, what the progress is going to look like. So if Kawaki joins, if he doesn't join, who knows? But I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah.